Hello, you're welcome to Vok'S Talk. My name is Ovoke. We're looking at sex education in primary and secondary schools, and this is the eighth episode. Sex education is instruction on issues relating to human sexuality. This includes emotional relations and responsibility, human sexual anatomy, age of consent, birth control and contraceptive measures, abstinence, and lots more. Lots more. Simply put, sex education is enlightening and informing people on issues relating to sex. Some scholars believe that sex education for primary and secondary school students are very important, while some other scholars believe that it's not necessary because most teachers concentrate on contraceptives and birth control instead of talking about abstinence, and this encourages children to engage in the activities. There are different types of sex education. There is the comprehensive sex education, which includes birth control pills, safe sex, age of consent, control measures, and all of that. While there is the abstinence till marriage. But some scholars say that when they teach it in secondary schools, teachers teach only about birth control and the rest of that. And they say that this undermines the faith of some children, especially children who are from Catholic homes, whereby their parents and church have taught them that sex, birth control measures, pills, and all of those are wrong and sinful. Well, for me as a researcher, I believe that sex education is very important, especially for primary and secondary school students. Yes, because sex education helps prevent STD, unwanted pregnancy, and HIV. It also helps the children understand their body organs and how they function, in order to be at alert and sensitive to avoid certain situations. Sex education helps children discern certain myths, like, for instance, someone saying sex eases menstrual pain. A child who has been taught sex education can never fall for such. Sex education makes the children more aware of themselves as human beings and gives them the ability to control themselves. It helps them know what they want. It helps them know how to avoid certain situations. Please know that no age is too small for you to start teaching your child about sex. No age is too small. I know it could be very difficult and uncomfortable, but I encourage you to teach your children about sex because of their future. Yes, in order to keep them safe, let them know about sex. When your children are small, even right from when they are 2 years old, start letting them know certain things. At the age of 2, they begin to touch them. Some of them begin to touch their genitals. This is not done as a sexual behavior, but it's done out of curiosity, wanting to know what that is. Please, fathers and mothers, tell them what their genitals are. Don't start telling them it's pee, it's wee wee. Tell them the right names. Let them know. Let them know what their private parts are. Make them know why it is private and why it must be kept private. Encourage them. Encourage them to talk if anybody tries to touch them in such places. Encourage your children. Make them know that they shouldn't hug people unnecessarily. Hugging people unnecessarily is not relevant for them. Make them know that they shouldn't sit on people's laps, especially uncles and aunties. Don't sit on people's laps. They should understand their body and they should be able to guide themselves in order to prevent any form of harassment. And they should be very sensitive. Sex education makes them sensitive. Make them sensitive. They should know when someone is crossing his or her boundary. Even from children of the same sex with them, they should know that this place is private. So even if you are a girl, you are not allowed to touch it. Or if I'm a boy and you are a boy, my mommy and daddy says it's private, it's just for me. So you are not allowed also to touch it. You should teach them this. And aside from parents teaching their children, how about teachers? Teachers can also complement in this. Teachers can complement. As a teacher, ensure that you prepare yourself in relation to sexual health. Learn how to talk about sexual health. Show parents or school management what you want to teach children in relation to sexual health. As a teacher, don't be shy to teach sexual health, and encourage your children. Those who you notice are shy to ask certain questions in class, you should encourage them to write it on a piece of paper so that you can answer such questions. And be prepared to answer technical questions in relation to gender and sexuality. But you must create a boundary between your own personal life and what they need to know. So our children must be taught to, in order to make them safe. As a parent, when your child is small, you teach your child the different organs, why they shouldn't be touched. And when the child begins to grow, if the child is now becoming a teenager, puberty, please make them know that under no circumstance should they unzip their trousers or pull down their pants for any reason, especially when they are beginning to start menstruating. And when your children grow from the stage of teenagers becoming, a bigger adults, then you should change your mood of approach depending on what is comfortable for you. What is comfortable for you is the comprehensive sex education comfortable for you. Is abstinence to marriage comfortable for you? Whatever you decide as a parent is comfortable for you is what you should use for your children. We must ensure that our children are safe. They are our future. Sexual education is very important in order to keep them safe. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You could also subscribe to my YouTube channel by typing Vok'S Talk. Please, please, please follow me on Instagram. Just type Vok'S_Talk. VOK_S_talks. And I will follow you right back. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time. Bye bye.